Welcome back to Cave of Quid. This is the part 2 of the investigation. I added a cut since it was a little bit long, and here is the next section of the recording session. Yeah, I don't think I was going to just kill her and her little brother and sister, or I don't know. I don't actually know their gender, but hey. Alright, so let's go here. There was an investigator somewhere. I want to talk to you, not just... No! This is so gonna turn into a fight. Let's see. She's tough, and he's average. Carmine? Who's Carmine? Why is the exile sent in my village? Are you trying to play me for a fool? Ishkin claimed to be wrongfully accused. The patriarch claimed to be wrongfully... The paria claimed to be wrongfully accused. And you believe her? She's obviously lying. Are all kindred so gullible? There's no proof that she's lying. Fine. Go to a warden then, and have her solve this mystery. But know this, until a thief is found and Kindrish is recovered, I cannot reward you. You get nothing. Live and drink, friend. I mean, she's still calling me friend. Wait, why is Esk here? What's going on? Do you have Kindrish? No. Esk's claimed to be wrongfully accused. Oh, but what now? You're the warden. You tell me. I don't know. Grando usually solve Bella disputes. I am present to diffuse violence, or keep the peace through the threat of it. What do you think? We will investigate and find the truth. Oh, well, yes, that's a good idea. You'll help, right? My axe arms and convictions are strong, but deduction has never been my greatest strength. I can answer questions about the people in the town, if that would be helpful. It would. Could you answer some questions now? Okay, I guess we're playing detective right now. What can you tell me about the Hindrash? Ke is very wise and very careful, which make up for her lack of strength or tact. She always knows what's right, and she runs a very tight shift. She hates clutter from work like nothing else, and cleans up any mess she makes, unless it's a spill. Then she makes Kensind do it. It's because Grendo has a terrible fear of standing in the pool of water, refusing to touch them. Copper and bronze afflict her with allergy sore, and she can't touch them. She's too old to spar with me, but her bow arm still aimed true. That's all I can think of. I have another question. That's interesting. She's scared of water, can't touch copper and bronze. That's a lot of information. What can you tell me about Eskind? Oh, she's a good person with strong conviction, or has always seems to. I suppose that isn't helpful. Hesk has a good eye for details. She hates vines so much that she avoids the paddles, and won't eat mats without lab rot to make it taste better. Um, she's afraid of saltbacks. She's good at foraging and terrible at crafting. I missed her so much. What can you tell me about Kessehand? Kessehen is completely loyal to Grendo. We used to be friends, but his disposition has become so sour since he was appointed to her protector. And he's quite cold to me now. I can't see well in the darkness. He's the older of Harry, an unbreakable heirloom fire axe, and he's very skilled with it. He's terribly finicky about food. He'll only eat bland food and meat. And oh, once when we had when he had a bad cough as a frondren, a caretaker tried to feed him yuckweed, and he kicked her so hard it dislocated her jaw. Poor elder Elsind. Alright, so he really, really hates yuckweed. What do you know about Outsider, the Kindred? Oh, not very much. The only Kindred who are allowed in the village before you are traders. And it's always a very big fuss when they come by. It's been a while since that has happened though. So many Kindred who has visited must have come in secret. Thank you, that will do. Kindred, a moment of your time, please. You are Kokseba Laius, yes? You seek to solve the mystery here in the village? How do you know all that? I hope you would ask. I closely study the work of the great bards, Willow Shakespeare in particular. I am most fond of the stories of the great plant detective Sherlock Holmes. Through the story, I have learned to hone my perception and detective skill to a fine point. It is my dearest hope that one day I shall be known as Engo Hind Village Bookworm, but Hengo Hind Master Detective. My Grand Hind has forbidden me from looking into the strange doing in the village, but she said nothing about me teaching you the ins and outs of detective work. What says you? I'm listening. Oh, truly, you won't regret this, Kindred. I promise. So, let's get to it. Every mystery hinges on the detection and interpretation of evidence, as Hermlock Cohn says. Ere any prosecution can commence, accusers must obtain some evidence. The solving lies in seeing and locating supporting clues as well as implication. How do I find evidence? Oh, that's going to be a lot of... Professor Cones taught me everything about finding evidence. The evidence you find upon the ground may yet be sound. If it will be sufficient is a toss-up. Examine all you suspect and their homes and all around, and find a witness who may dish the gossip. You may find evidence by looking at things on the ground, but you can also look at your suspects to see if there's anything off about them. You can also ask around to see if anyone has seen or heard anything strange. And different witnesses may have different things to report. What about supporting evidence? Supporting evidence can be signs that something is amiss that you can't directly tie to an individual. One common example is a blood stain, which indicates that violence was committed but doesn't tell you by whom. At its heart, supporting evidence is the most powerful when paired with implicating evidence. Once you have both, you'll be in a good position to accuse a suspect of wrongdoing. What about implicating evidence? Implicating evidence is what it sounds like. Evidence that implicates someone's involvement in a crime. For example, if someone observed a strange behavior in a person, or if you found something weird in a person's room, or even if you observe them behaving strangely yourself, that's implicating evidence. Most of the time, a piece of implicating evidence isn't proof of a crime in and of itself, but when presented alongside supporting evidence, implicating evidence is a seed of truth from which grows the long frond of justice. What if I find implicating evidence from multiple suspects? We know the reach of law, however long, is not the finest judge of right and wrong. Choose not what evidence to will present. Here its consequence is evident. In short, you must use your judgment and intuition, Kindred. You're saying that what evidence I choose to show will affect the outcome of the case? Precisely. The evidence you present paints a picture that will forever hang in the hall of Bela history. Our fate is in your hand. Ella Cohn once said, as like beget, like in daily life, so too in mystery. Should I paint pictures full of strife to violence come to be? And if I in craft or trade should deal then, deals shall deal by troth, but if I pestilence reveal, no honey be enough. I think we did ask all the questions, except for the wrong person. Wait. What if evidence indicate multiple culprits? Okay, no, that's what if I accuse the wrong person? That's always a risk, Kindred. Nilahind knows everyone in the village very well. If you present supporting evidence that contradicts something the warden knows to be true about the suspect, well, Shilpui won't believe you. In fact, she might not let you accuse that person again, so be careful. If you make too many bad accusations, you might lose credibility with her artillery. Alright, thanks for the help. That's a lot. There's a like I don't know where she lived. Alright, let's go to Matriarch. I want to look at her. Time must put a crease in her ears and deep furrow in her throat. The sharp voice to produce sharp start and stop of motion of life in the middle. The arc of tradition as namer in their heart, inscribed in the gallant cut of her hair. And the downslope of time has locked her in the mind of Fodren as Grendel, to all in Bella. She is sovereign law. I have a question for you. Does this poem belong to you? Poem? I detest poetry. Why would one go about learning to write only to use purposefully unclear language, choosing rhyme and sheen over clarity? Of course it's not mine. Take it back. Why was Eskind exiled? She exiled herself by leaving Bela, or called the man that no hindered who leave us ever return. She knew this and still chose to leave. Who is your bodyguard? Kissahin is a good boy. He lost his parent long ago, but has been like a son to me. Now his axe arm is strong where mine is not, and so he lends it. Is Nelahind a good warden? Warden Nelahind attends to her duty admirably. She is not terribly assertive, but she need not be. I'm surprised she's going along with this outsider-led investigation, but she's always has a soft spot for exiled. Why did you tell me Eskind had a brother? If you ask the exile, I'm sure she'll spin some kind of accusation that I believe gender to be an immutable prison, that I impose it on others. She's lying. Our people has a long history of two gendered android called Hartin, respected and consecrated. There is a proper path to gender variance in our society, of which the male exile could have availed itself years ago. He never did. I do not recognize him. Okay. This injector has been used. Huh. So this is a clue, I'm guessing. Where is it? Where is it? Use injector. Let's take a look. Goy analeptic residue still coat the glass tube. Analeptic. Huh. If I go to gossip. Okay, so far I've got two gossips. Who are you? May I ask one question? No, not really. Hmm. I can't look in this to see if there's clues. Oh. Oh no. Yes. That's that's mine. I meant to burn it. I probably should have burned it. I wish I had burned it. May I please have it back? No, I think not. You have me helpless. That poem is in my clumsy expression of a deep truth that frightened me. It is a risk that I lacked the strength to leave, to take or leave. My heart quails in your hand, kindred. You wish you had burned such a vital truth? No, yes, I don't know. Yes, I wish I burned it, but I wish I had given it. I wish I had never written it, or I had written it better, or I had simply confessed in person. I wish I had a harder heart. I wish you would give it back, or burn it, or give it to her. I could give it to her, deliver it, but you don't even know who. Never mind. My head is spinning. I think that if the poem were to find itself in the warden hands, that would perhaps be a good thing, maybe. No, shush. Take the poem. Be brave. I mean, I could deliver it, but it's better if they deliver it themselves, right? Alright, let's go back to the investigation. Why did you leave Bella? Why? Why did I leave a single parasang square piece of land upon which I was expected to live my entire life, forever obeying a woman whose sole qualification to rules is her gender and age? Why did I leave a place where we eat the same damn soup for 9 out of 10 meal and the height of occupational facility is leatherworking? Question isn't why I left. It's why I'm the only one who choose to do so. Why none of my pleas were convincing to the hundred I love. If we would just open the borders, it would never have come to this. What evidence should I be looking for? Object out of place, certainly. Bella produced little and see almost no violence, so sign of the outside world should be easy to find. You may wish to talk to the villagers too. My people are starved for entertainment, gossip travel fast, and we are all notoriously poor liars. The Hinderash mentioned that you have a brother. Where is he? I have no brother. My two sisters are all the blood family that I can claim. Kay seems to believe otherwise. Kay believes that she get final say on who is sister or brother, regardless of what the sibling in question thinks. It's part of why I left. Yeah, let's ask her opinion on who stole it. The Hindrash is the most likely suspect in my opinion. She might have kept it for herself or sold it. I've been suspicious of her pet bodyguard, Kesehind, for years. I wouldn't put past him to steal the treasure himself. That said, it might have been an outsider like you. I doubt any of the villagers had the nerves to steal such a valuable object, but I suppose it's faintly possible, but it wasn't Nilahind. You won't find a purer heart in all of Quid than hers. You and the warden were close, were you not? Yes, we were close. More than close. If it tore my heart to rag the half, to leave my people behind, leaving Nelahin shredded into scraps. I will do my best to be civil with you, kindred, but we kindred are bred into wariness. Have you seen or heard anything peculiar? I heard someone doing some kind of two-word during night watch shift. I didn't interrupt, but it seems peculiar. Okay, so someone's crafting in the night. I mean, if you've got nothing you need me, kindred, I'd just as soon hold my peace. May I ask you some question? Tell me about your family. What's to tell? We are outcasts, pushed to the margin by our people for a crime of armless defiance. It's beyond perverse to call us back just so Grando can punish us further. Who do you think stole Kindush? I don't like to speculate on a matter I know so little, nor one whose outcomes so dearly affect my life. If what you want is strongly worded accusation based on nothing, Yard is a sales sister you want to talk to. Kate told me you had Ashkin had a brother. Did she? Where is he? Tell me what happened to him. Mayhem glares to withering for a few seconds. It takes before she turns her face and body away from you. May I ask you a question? You are not partial to talking? I'm trying to exonerate your sister. Can you help? Ashkin didn't do it. It was probably Kay. That's all I know. I mind my own business. I wish you would too. Alright. So, no information from her. I've heard there's an outbreak of glut rot in the Kindren village outside of Ballet. Now I want to leave here even less. Well, I guess we need to talk to everyone. Kindren, take me with you. I want to see the 6 T-stilts. Have you seen or heard anything? You know Auntie Eshkin's little sister, Lihart? She's always been quiet, but she didn't talk at all for 2 whole weeks before they left. That is kinda suspect. Okay, I'm famished. Is there any campfire or something here? Yes, there is. Kindren, tell us a story about the world outside when Grendo is not listening. I smelled yuckweed tea the other day. That smell is still terrible. Is someone sick? Right. Let's just whip a random meal for now. I guess a la soup. Okay, you didn't see anything. Alright, that person is like so afraid. Is it true that Kindred pay for goods with crown rather than water? I mean, I've done that before. Alright, and this person is not even talking about it. Hmm, that's strange. This one doesn't even... He's like right next to the place. I can't ask him. So someone's sick. You can answer my question. You just don't want to. Same answer. Let's look at her. Actually. So right now I've got two person I would suspect. One of them would be the matriarch. And the other would be him. Bloodstained leather armor. But... And he's also weird, wearing a weird artifact. That would be funny if the artifact in question is straight on him. But I don't see any blood on the floor here. There's no blood anywhere. I don't feel like I've got enough information to be accusing someone right now. Okay, let's see. We've got empty injector, a thief, by Kindred, a very common outbreak of disease. What about the people down here? Are they any helpful? I don't think they will be. Okay, I think I'll have to think on it before. And at this point we are at an hour and a half, so I'll try to remove quite a bit to bring that down to an hour if possible. If I can't, well, it is what it is. If you have any advice or something, especially something I missed more than something I didn't do, I would very much appreciate it. We do have a few clues as I open here. but I'm not the best of detective. And so far, I do not feel like I've got enough information to accuse anyone. The little sister is a little bit suspicious. The matriarch is a little bit too, and the bodyguard, mainly because of the blood and doesn't want to talk to me, is also suspicious. So, in reality, right now, I do not know. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode.